The battle of sexual sin and addiction is just that. It's a battle. And a critical strategy in winning battles is overwhelming the enemy with numbers, boots on the ground. Forming a social support group is an important strategy in combating sexual sin. We have all experienced the impact community has on our thoughts. While in fellowship with fellow believers, peace largely rules our thoughts. In fact, resistance against sin is strong. We have clarity of purpose in these moments of Christian community that makes the act of sexual sin more distant and less alluring. However, it can all change in a moment. Isolation from social supports can bring on waves of temptation that put peace at a distance. And what is the difference? Active relationship. It is a well-documented fact that addictions of any kind erode relationships. Sexual indulgence, in particular, thrives on the lack of relationships and possesses the power to erode the relationships we hold dear. Wonderfully, healthy relationships possess the power to protect us against addiction. They provide the environment conducive for wanting the overcoming life and equipping us to live it out. Addictions thrive on secrets, white lies, and outright dishonesty maintain the footings of sexual indulgence. The spirit of pride and selfishness often is the condition of the heart that breeds this indulgence. And the momentum of our addiction goes unheeded and maintained because of our "I'll work on it tomorrow" complacency. Wholesome relationships combat each of these realities. Secrets dissolve with honesty, pride is released in humility, and complacency is replaced with initiative. Therefore, as we consider the relationships required to fight this battle of sexual sin, we understand the underpinnings of these relationships to be honesty, humility, and initiative. The first and most foundational relationship is companionship. Paul speaks of such companionship in Philippians concerning his friend Epaphroditus. "He is my brother, companion in labor, fellow soldier, and he that ministers to my wants." Friendships that inspire spiritual growth are these bedrock relationships we need. Focus is primarily on serving God together. The second level of relationships is accountability. These relationships call out sin and urge faithfulness. The focus of accountability relationships revolve around sin, the open confession of success and failure. Everyone can benefit from a mentor. However, if sexual sin continues to have an ever-increasing hold on our life, mentorship is in order. The focus of a mentor is to teach faithfulness by example and lesson. A mentor is an overcoming Christian that comes alongside us and is able to look into our lives and observe our comings and goings and provide meaningful input. It is fitting that the sanctifying work of Christ will include relationship. After all, relationship finds its beginning in God Himself, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Relationship is older than time. The story of the gospel can be told through the lens of relationship. Mankind is isolated and thereby consumed in his lust and sin. Jesus stepped into that isolation so that we can be redeemed out of isolation and back into relationship with God. Therefore, when we walk in Christian fellowship, we walk in step with God's design.